BBC Radio Norfolk.
Make a difference.
We can't quite say he's made a difference yet, and this corner of the programme is for those that have. Let's speak to another of our groups in Norfolk that have been making a difference during the pandemic, during these unprecedented times. Today, the Women's Institute should have been celebrating their annual conference at the Royal Albert Hall. Instead, the Norfolk branch is speaking to us this morning about all the work their members have been doing to keep the county going. Margaret Collingwood is the chairman of Norfolk WI and is on the line. Morning, Margaret.
Good morning.
So would you have been at the Royal Albert Hall today, personally?
Oh, yes, I would, with about 80 of our members. We always take 2 coaches down and have the absolutely brilliant week, couple of days, yeah.
I feel like being on Radio Norfolk is a little bit of a booby prize this morning. We're not quite the Albert Hall here, are we?
No, we're not, but at least this is a way I can actually get out and reach to our county, which is wonderful. So thank you for having me.
Well, absolutely no problem at all. So what have the last couple of months been like for you then as an organisation?
Different. We're trying to get used to our new normal, quite frankly. Our lives normally are based around our meetings and our community get-togethers and doing various events where we all meet up in either large numbers or small numbers. And of course, all of that has had to stop. So we are finding our new way of getting in touch, keeping in touch. And we can keep on working within the community, which is what is so wonderful. And all our members have been engaging in whatever way is appropriate to them, and that's been great.
Yeah, it's always been a big part of the WI ethos, hasn't it, to make a difference locally, and it's good to know that has still been possible and probably more appreciated than ever before. So tell me what sort of things have been going on.
Well, of course, in the WI, we've got many people that are actually isolating because there's a wide variety of ages who join the WI, and we've got a lot of people stuck indoors, a lot of people without technology, and our aim over these last 10 weeks has been to make sure that they are not isolated whilst they're in isolation. So just being out there, telephoning, keeping in touch, sending newsletters through the post, this sort of thing has been so important to make them feel they're still part of the wider community. But we've also got a lot of talented people out there, and they've been sewing and knitting and doing all the things that have really been practical help, getting scrubs done, doing face coverings, trauma teddies. We've knitted hundreds of trauma teddies, which are specifically for children that are needy, lonely, wondering what's going on. The red hearts that the hospital were asking for, where they gave one to the COVID-19 patient and one to a loved one at home. They've knitted hundreds, in fact, so many that they've stopped asking for them. So just in that practical way, we can be there for the people that need us.
And what have your meetings been like? Are you another group that's had to get used to things like Zoom and video technology?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's a learning curve. It really is. We're very lucky. We've got a wonderful digital team who have offered their advice to anyone who wants to set themselves up with Zoom on their, laptops or whatever. And that has been great. And the office has been working all this time. So we've been having Zoom meetings with our board officers, with our Federation Secretary, so that we can do some sort of interesting things for other members, have quizzes and this sort of thing, which has, I think, brought people together more in some ways.
But you must be missing those meetings. I bet you're looking forward to all getting back together again at some point.
Oh, you bet. I'm missing the cake, I tell you.
Yes, no one's designed a way to send cake via Zoom yet, have they?
No, it's so unfair. That's right. No, but seriously, we want to get on with the work. The annual meeting that was to be held today does the voting for the resolutions. Well, they've taken the decision that they're going to go ahead anyway. So we've now got 2 new resolutions, which will be going into campaigns, and we'll start campaigning on them immediately. One is for stem cell donation, to promote that, and the other is to stop modern slavery. So they're right up there and, relevant and for today. Yeah.
Oh, great stuff! I think we've begun and we've learnt to appreciate those organisations, those friendship groups we have in different ways, haven't we? And over the last few months, because we've lent on them for different things, not maybe in person, but those link ups you have been able to do, that those little touches, that it has made a difference.
Isn't it's the sharing, isn't it, that's important? If you live on your own and every month you have an opportunity to get out there, meet your friends, have a coffee, and share what you've been up to. At least when you can keep in touch with technology these days, you can still share recipes. The garden, aren't gardens important? We've all been absolutely loving having the garden time, and so that I think has been a big hole in our lives, is that ability to share. And we do have a hugely successful Facebook page. Anybody can go on it and have a look at the Norfolk WI Facebook page, and that shares people's experiences and ideas, and I think that's so important.
Lovely to talk to you, Margaret Collingwood, the chairman of Norfolk WI, joining us on BBC Radio Norfolk to talk about all of the work that's been going on with the WI around Norfolk, how their members have been keeping in touch with each other, and those that have been able to get out and about have been helping those in their community as well, which is great. So thank you to Margaret for joining us. And if anyone can organise the delivery of cake via Zoom, then that would be quite something, wouldn't it? That would be the great invention.